I'm gonna do something different today, and you're just gonna have to deal with it. You know, I have nothing to say about real estate right now. That doesn't inspire me right this second, so I'm gonna talk about what I want to talk about. Shut up and listen to me for 1 second. Cut the bullshit. Forget what you've been told. Forget what the guru told you. Forget what you learned on YouTube. Forget what society told you. Guys, it is time to make a change. What you're doing right now isn't working, and that should freaking bother you. That should piss you off. If nothing changes for you, nothing will ever change. Society taught you to be a good little slave, a good little cog in the machine, stuck in the rat race for the rest of your life. If you are listening to this podcast, we are going to fix that ASAP, because that is not what you were designed for. So stop lying, stop listening to bullshit information. It's time to learn real estate the correct way, not the popular way, the correct way. That's why you're here. That's why you're listening to this. Welcome to Multifamily Mafia. This is literally the fourth time I've attempted to record this podcast. I'm going brain dead, guys. I swear I'm losing my mind. Round 4, round 5, whatever it is. Welcome. Glad you're here. Appreciate your time as always. We've had a huge influx of subscribers, downloads, reviews, all of that in the last month. Greatly appreciate it. This week I'm actually heading out to Orlando, Florida tomorrow. It is PodFest. It's this big, 3 or 4 day seminar about podcasting. Seems appropriate that I would be there, right? Alongside me, several of the mentors from the kingdom are going to be there. Many of our members are going to be there. It's going to be a good time. Frankly, I'm more excited to get out of Montana. We've had well over a foot of snow here in the last couple days. It's very cold. I think without the wind chill, it's about 0 degrees. With the wind chill, 5-10 degrees below zero. Weather forecast in Orlando is 80 something. So I might just get off the plane and die from a shock, one of those pressure shocks or temperature. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. I'm excited about that. It should be fun. Maybe I'll even learn how to do a podcast the right way. I don't know. I'm going to do something different today, and you're just going to have to deal with it. I have nothing to say about real estate right now. That doesn't inspire me right this second, so I'm going to talk about what I want to talk about. And if you don't like that, you can go jump in a lake. I don't know. So, like a lot of you, I have mentors in my life. Some of them are paid, very well paid. Some of them are free. Some of them mentor me in exchange for me mentoring them. I believe very, very strongly in growing mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically, and financially. I'm very, very big on those 5. My paid mentors right now are in the realm of financially. Physically, I guess that would probably be my wife. She is a fitness coach, and she is helping me there. Spiritually, pastors, other people like that at churches, maybe. Mentally, emotionally, those are areas that I'm lacking on a mentor. But today I'm going to relate this story to my financial mentor, one of them anyways. I've got several, one of them. This is a couple years ago, and this gentleman, if you passed him in the street, you would have no clue that he was worth millions of dollars. In fact, if you saw him sitting down on the side of the street, you would probably assume that he's homeless. That's just how he chooses to live. This is how he chooses to dress. He's not flashy. He's not worldly. Doesn't give a shit what you think of him. This guy is a multimillionaire, and he drives a Subaru with like 300,000 miles on it from the 80s. He's just out of control. This guy I met a while ago, and in different ways he has mentored me, both free and paid, which is great. when I sit down with him, this guy will look at me kind of with this crazy excuse me one second. I had to turn my mic off because I was literally hacking my lungs up for like 5 minutes. Sorry about that. Little intermission, short delay. Here we go, back to the story. He looks at me with this crazy look in his eye, and normally he just lets me talk for about an hour, and then he'll butt in when I finally wear myself out. Normally what I'm saying is stupid, irrelevant to anything that's important at all. So much like my other sessions with this gentleman, this one was no different, the one that I'm telling you a story about. This particular one, I'd been talking for a while, expressing some frustrations with finances and business, and I don't know, this is a couple years ago. What he did was he took out $100 bill from his pocket, and he told me to put this $100 bill up close to my eyes, almost covering my eyes. So I took my glasses off and I got this bill and did that. I couldn't see shit, and I don't know, 30 seconds, maybe a minute went by. He didn't say anything, and I just kind of sat there looking like an idiot. And out of nowhere, this guy slaps the shit out of me. Just fucking pops me right in the face. Shocked me a bit, spilt my coffee all over my lap. I got third-degree burns places I didn't want to. And it shocked me. And I kind of yelled out, what was that for? Why'd you do that? And he sat there for another, I don't know, 15, 20, 30 seconds, not saying anything. And then he goes on and he finally talks, and he says, so often we are so blinded by money, we can't see what's going on around us. We lack the ability to be cognizant of what's happening around us. And then he told me that he had his hand up in the air about 4 feet from my face the whole time the money was in front of my eyes. And he said, if you weren't so focused on the dollar signs, if you weren't so focused on money, finances, you would have seen that I was about to slap the shit out of you. You would have been able to read my body language. You would have been able to you would have been aware of what was going on. So he told me he said, take your focus off of money and be aware of the people right in front of you, the situations in front of you, the opportunities in front of you. How does that relate to real estate? Does anybody know? My message here in this podcast is very blatant. It's very pointed. It's very omnidirectional. Bless more people, help more people, add value to more people. And if you do that, the money will follow. That's my promise to you. That's my guarantee to you. So a lot of the things that I'm learning, a lot of the things that I learned years ago from my mentors was how to do that. I see a lot of people on social media, at meetups, whatever. I see a lot of people speaking from a stance of blindness because they're only focused on money. They're only focused on the check that they're going to get. They're only focused on the bills that they have to pay. Maybe they got a late rent notice, or they're in pre-foreclosure because they're a little bit late on their mortgage payment. Maybe they're tax delinquent. Maybe whatever, maybe their car broke down. And they're so focused on money that they miss the blatant, obvious opportunities and situations in front of them. My advice, my recommendation, my plead for you, take a couple steps back. If I would have had that money a couple feet away from my face, my vision, it was clouding my vision. If I would have stepped back a little bit, I would have been able to see what was going on around me. If you bless more people, if you add value to more people, if you solve more problems in real estate, the money will come. If you are blinded, if you have tunnel vision, if you're like a Here's how you know I'm from Montana. In Montana, horses have blinders on them, so they can't look left, they can't look right, they can only look directly in front of them. Some of you guys have blinders on, and you're not able to see the full picture. Yeah, but Jordan, my bills are stacking up. But Jordan, I'm late on my rent. I've got groceries. I got to put food on the table. But when you're operating from that motivation, when you're operating from that viewpoint, you will miss opportunities if you don't have an omni vision, right? Am I using that? Is that the right word? I keep on thinking omnipresent. Maybe it's not the right word. Fuck, what am I saying? Get off the frickin' I need to make money bandwagon, add more value, bless more people, you will make more money. That slap in the face, that, 300-degree coffee that burnt my dick off, allowed me to take a step back in my businesses and see things a little bit clearer because I wasn't focusing on money anymore. Every one of you is capable. Every one of you can do that. Promise you, guarantee you, test me on that. Before we close up, I should add a couple of really, really good books that relate to this topic that I've been talking about today. I love the Go-Giver series. The Go-Giver by Bob Burg and John David Mann. Phenomenal books. I've got all three of them. I've got the Go-Giver Leader. I've got the Go-Giver Sell More. And I've got the... what's the other one? And the red one. We're going to call it the red one. There's at least three of them. Phenomenal stories. Also greatly influenced how I do business. How I choose to do business. So in wrapping up, every one of you guys has a choice that you can make. You can operate from a place of scarcity, or you can operate from a place of abundance. The things that I'm teaching you in these podcasts are from a place of abundance, right? I'm not teaching you sales. I'm not teaching you pitches or scripts or ways to trick people or how to get the close. Just fucking bless more people. Homie, bless more people. You will make more money. I'm waiting for somebody to test me on that. Until next time. Thanks again, guys. Greatly appreciate your time. If you have not subscribed to the podcast yet, please do that for me ASAP. iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play, YouTube, whatever device you're using, please subscribe and leave a comment. That allows people to find us better. As always, make sure you are following us on social media. Our Snapchat is The Kingdom REI. Facebook and Instagram is at The Kingdom Real Estate. Website www.thekingdomrealestate.com. You can find me personally. I've got multiple groups. I've got different pages and all of that. Jordan Stanley Payne. Type that into Facebook. You'll find me there. Thank you again. Have a great day.